All right, we are back in one piece. Some are still hungover, some are not hungover. Yours truly.
Always hungover.
Most hungover on life.
I am hungover on chocolate milk. All right, there goes my headset. That's Terry messed it up. Thank you very much,
I
Terry.
hear half of it now.
Yeah, I was
Same
good
here.
before Terry.
I can hear half. Yeah.
I can't hear myself.
I
now.
can barely hear myself now. All right, so Terry messed it up here.
Good job,
Welcome
Terrence.
to Calling
I'll
The
fix it,
Audible.
guys. Don't
there
worry.
you go. We're back.
Why do we
We're
hear
good?
Terry and nobody else?
Exactly.
Terry's
Because
Where's
only-
Peasy? We need Peasy back.
only my I'll be the piece. Only my voice is important,
That's true.
and doesn't matter what you have to say. I will speak and you will listen.
you will say it louder.
And thank you all for letting me be myself.
Be myself, as I am only myself, and I can only be me, and you are all my minions.
I feel like he's throwing Peasy under the bus. Yeah. So we're back.
He's having too much fun in the Dominican.
Is he
Yeah.
though?
Be safe, Peas. Be safe. Don't die.
Yes. Honestly, don't die.
We're back. We're back.
There's been a lot of deaths. Whatever. Crazy.
Unfortunately, there's been a lot of deaths in the DR. And
DR.
we're back. Division E
Yes.
podcast. Is this the second to last week, or is this the last week now before we go into playoffs?
It's
Last week before we go to
Week
playoffs.
10 coming up.
Week 10 coming up.
week
By the
10
way,
coming.
is next Thursday our longest podcast of the year? Oh, God.
Do I have to be there?
So the
All
backstory,
right.
Terry, was winter season past year. I couldn't do it. I was at the Habs, working the Habs. So I text Simon Dagenet after I get home from the Canadiens game. I go, so how did the podcast go? We're still here.
Wasn't I doing that show?
No, it was Simon. It was Peasy. I forget who the third person was. Maybe you were there. Maybe.
I think I was there. It ended like at 1 a.m.
Yeah. So Simon
Wow,
go.
that's
I
an
go. I
interesting
go.
live stream right
I go.
there.
Simon, are you bleeding me? He goes, no. We're still here. We're only on Div 3. I go. It's 11:45 at night.
No, that wasn't the one where I came and you guys were hammered.
No.
Not you.
No,
you.
not me. Of
Yeah.
course not. I'm a true dry person. And I go, what the hell, Simo? And then I go, he's like, please save us. Can you come? I'm like, I can. I'm in bed now. I'm going to bed. I'll speak to you tomorrow.
You're
And
like
I go,
CM Punk.
yeah, exactly. And then
Straight
I
edge.
go, Simo, what time do you leave the garage, the shipping container? He goes, after 1 a.m. I go, what time do you guys start? 7 p.m.
How the fuck did that happen?
Because PZ just kept on going and going and going.
I wonder if
stream
anybody
literally
stayed.
died because it maxes at 4 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, I like
Oh,
it.
wow.
So this won't be a 4-hour podcast, but we will talk about Division E. Terry Tabman replacing Peasy as Peasy's in the DR enjoying his honeymoon, so we hope he's having fun
Not
with-
dying.
Not dying.
Not dying.
Smoking cigars though.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Terrible ones.
Smoking.
Yeah, they are terrible.
Oh,
Aren't
hold on,
they?
were those the ones from last week?
He's a cigar enthusiast right here, Terry.
You
Well,
brought
the-
cigars, no?
At the wedding I
Yes,
brought, yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Pet peeve, though. Give a few guys cigars. Cut them. Didn't even fucking smoke them.
Oh, it's kind of like...
That does sound annoying.
Like, they took a few puffs, and then that was it.
It's kind of
It's
like...
also the time that you did it.
But it's like a steak, right?
That's a
You
good point.
barbecue steak and you have like 2 bites and you're like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Well, actually, cauliflower steak I wouldn't even bother eating.
How was that? Who had the cauliflower?
You had the cauliflower steak?
No chance.
Ah,
I, would,
okay.
I would never have
Who
that.
had the cauliflower steak?
Any vegans in the audience? I wonder
Yes,
if
there's
any
probably a
vegans.
lot of vegans in our league.
But-
Specifically in Division E. There's probably a
Division E.
lot of
Well,
vegans
you would have
in
made a
Division E.
mistake because our veal chop was amazing.
It was
That
amazing,
chop was
yeah.
dope.
Fantastic. There were some big, thick
That
chops.
was
The
chop
gnocchi
was
was-
14 ounces, my friend.
The gnocchi was
14
good too.
That
Those are
gnocchi
14
with the
ounces.
mushroom
14
sauce and
ounces?
pancetta.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
14 ounces is bigger than Eagle.
It's true.
Put it on
Yeah.
the poll, please, on the Facebook poll question.
You going to get one for the night? Are you sure you want to use it on this?
No.
Sure it's not gonna get me fired again?
No. Stefano's still alive.
I am still here,
We
so.
will think of something unique for the poll question coming up here on the Facebook group. All right, so let's talk about. I know Terry Tam has very remedial knowledge of Division E, so this will be the Eagle.
Well, I mean, I'm looking now and I see a bunch of teams I used to play against, so it doesn't make sense.
okay,
to
so
me.
we're gonna do the Terry Tam knowledge of who he played against and whether or not they're still good or not. So we'll
Probably
talk
like
about
one
the
guy's the
playoff
same.
scenarios and stuff. A clarification of what will play out. Eagle, in terms of the announcement, of course, it is a 2 playoff system here.
Yes.
We got the cool bracket and the loser bracket, correct?
I mean, I wouldn't call it that. I'd call it the
League?
experienced teams. Okay, let's call it Premier League. Yeah, you have City A and then you have City B. Let's,
Yeah, we'll call it that. Kavo's in the City B. But so let's talk about this now, Eagle. So the breakdown is what for number of teams in the Premier League of the playoffs and then the bottom league of the playoffs.
So there's 32 teams total in Division E, 28 of which are going to make playoffs. So the bottom 2 teams in Conference A and the bottom 2 teams in Conference B. Thank you for playing. We hope you come
how
back next
embarrassed
year.
is it if you don't make the playoffs?
That is
It's
a lot of
Division
like
E.
players.
what's the percentage of 28 over 32?
I'll let you do the math.
Hold on here.
Mental
Of
math.
what?
28 over 32.
What is it?
So you're missing 4. So 4, so it's about 90%.
I'll tell you right now, boys. get
Huh.
the calculator.
I'm waiting.
It's 90%.
Yes.
Let me get the calculator. Hold on, boys. So,
Come on, Mo.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's like
Come on.
it's like 92 or something like that.
Hold on, no, Terry.
Watch it be like
Hold on.
88.
What are you? What's this math that you're
Watch
doing?
it be 88.
How did you add a 2800 in there?
87.5.
Okay, 87.
Thank you.
I said 88.
Thank
I
you.
am a math wizard.
All right, so 87.5% of the league makes it, but the other 12.5 don't. That's embarrassing if you don't make
It's not
playoffs.
embarrassing. It's
It
Division
is.
E.
Like, it's 28 out of 32. How do you not make playoffs?
Because someone's got to not make playoffs.
Good.
Good
That's
answer,
good.
Eagle.
That's a great answer,
It
Eagle.
just sucks for the guys
I
who
think
don't have
you're
any
only saying
wins.
that because there are teams that are like 1-7, 1-8.
Who's
0
winless?
Is there a team that's
The
winless?
Canes
still?
are
Yeah, the
winless.
Canes are still winless. So
Yeah.
They're
Conference A
0-8
doesn't
and 1.
have anyone. Conference B
That's an
has
awful
one
record.
team who tied.
Oh,
So
8
everyone
and
has
1.
points. But even if it was a team at 3-7, someone's got to finish
Did
last.
they tie practice squad?
Tech clinkers, no?
They tied
They
clinkers.
tied clinkers.
Yeah. Okay,
Marc
so
Andre.
so
Guy.
so back to the playoff format. So you have 28
Yes,
teams.
so
making it.
28 teams make playoffs. Now,
Yes.
here's the way this is going to work. 12 teams are going to be in E1. 16 teams are going to be in E2. So it's going to be divided of the 6 best teams in Conference A and the 6 best teams in Conference B. Congratulations, you are promoted to E1. And then the outstanding teams are going to be in E2.
Now, the question is, who is going to do the process of delving this and this and this?
Literally, it's the first 6 of A and the first 6 of B.
Okay, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
But then
But-
there's
but
then
the-
there's 2 teams left over.
Then there's 16 teams left because 28.
Yeah. Okay.
12 and you have 16.
So the question is, though, how do you go about for the lower playoffs by saying, hey, this is our number 1 seed?
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to take all the teams and we're going to sort them by standings, 1 to 16 pretty much, and it's just going to be like that. So we're not doing a strength of schedule. We're not doing any type of like
That was very complex last
analysis or
time.
voting thing. It's literally going to be 1 to 16 based on your record.
So essentially just being lazy about actually going
Yes.
through the process.
So-
of breaking down
Yes,
the strength of
however,
schedule.
here's where the twist comes in. So
Oh, look
E1
at this.
is
A twist,
base
a
NFL
twist.
style, where first 2 guys get buys, and then 3, 6, 4, 5, and then highest, lowest, middle tiers, etc. For E2, we're doing 16 real brackets, so there's no reseeding. So
It's like
if
an actual March Madness bracket.
actual March Madness. So if you're 1 versus 16
smart.
and 16 wins, you're not going to play team number 2. You're going to
That's
play the
smart.
winner of 8 or 9.
Look at that,
That's
eh?
very smart.
Cutting edge here at FBF. We've really gone beyond the means of
So
brackets.
to all Division E participants, just look at who you're playing against.
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
doesn't really matter.
Well, there's still a week left, right?
Exactly.
Well, we'll talk
A
about
lot could
that,
change
though.
considering there's like 1-win teams and I don't know, man. It's just weird. Like
Okay, so
a lot of teams.
A game that I saw.
Is it weird? Really?
It is weird.
Terry Tam
That
played
teams
against,
have 1 win and are in the playoffs.
Well, here's
I
the team
find
that I
that
saw. Jean-Guy.
Yeah.
Jean-Guy.
They won over the team that should remain nameless.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Who they
20
win?
Our
Bud Knights?
friends. Doesn't matter.
No, don't worry.
Yeah,
about
Bud Knights, no?
No.
No, Trojans.
All right.
There you go. Terry
There
Tam
it is.
ruined it.
Terry Tan just like
Well, I said their
completely
name. Why?
disobeyed Mo's orders.
Why? I
Well,
I like
they-
these guys.
They got very sensitive.
Yeah.
Would they get? I saw this game.
Well, they got sensitive because we had our mid-season report card and we said we didn't like them, and then they sent an email to like the suits up in Bristol, and we got
Connecticut?
yeah,
Connecticut.
and they came down saying, guys, like go easy on these people.
Yeah, so basically we leave them alone now
we leave them alone.
and let them be
Like we
themselves.
weren't even picking on them, and they just thought we
Yeah,
were. But
it's okay.
it is what it is.
It's okay.
So-
Whatever, man.
They easily got butthurt, but it's fine.
But
It's
anyway,
okay.
yeah,
They're 1 game out of the playoffs.
yeah, but you know,
If they lose and practice squad wins, they're out of the playoffs.
how yeah, well that's true. But how awesome would that be if they made it to the finals? We don't mention the name at all. Like we just mentioned the opposing team the entire time. So anyway, they lose a big one to Jean-Guy 24-6.
But the Trojans are playing Believe the Hype, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
believe the
yeah.
hype is terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not
I
gonna be
never believed the hype from the start.
the guy that I like a lot, Simon Laporte. I think he's ready to
Mhm.
be maybe a Terry Tam future acquisition for Division.
Division 5,
What's
we're
funny
going to call.
about Simon Laporte? He told his team that he won't be able to play the full season, and so far he's played every game. So, I mean, like-
He probably just couldn't commit, and he's like, oh, the schedule works out for me.
That makes sense.
yeah, but they're a good
Very
team, man. The kid Provencher, he had a solid outing.
The kid.
The kid.
Oh, shit.
Provencher, 4 TDs. I just thought the Trojans were out of their element because they got into the red zone a few times, and it's like they have the best defense points against. That's the Jean-Guy roster. They've given up, I think, 107, I believe, now at this
Yeah,
point.
they don't
here.
give up many points. I think the most they
And-
gave up in the game was like 20.
It's like they have like a real like stiff hard on at the goal line. You can't penetrate these guys.
Hey,
Yeah,
You
Oh,
can't.
that's what-
You
that's
really
just
can't.
it.
Like I mean,
Mo, save it for your hard on of the week.
No, it's
I don't
not
think he
the
has
hard
one
on
this
the
week.
I
You
think I
burnt
do
2
have
puns
one.
right there.
I have a hard on the week later on.
Oh yeah,
You pop the segment hard on the week.
Hard on of the week.
Yeah, really good segment.
my pie sounds better, but it's okay.
Yeah, his is a little more popular. But
We
Hard
can
on
do the Malacca
hard on of the week sounds like my Saturday night.
We can do the Malacca of the week if you want.
Oh, ella.
no,
I'm
we
down,
can't.
yeah.
We can't.
I mean, you
No,
could.
we can't milk it, man.
We can do the Eleftherios of the week.
Hey, I'm down for that. too.
Next year, not now.
Next
Paisan,
year.
It's gonna
Paisan
be-
League has his own.
It's gonna be me every week.
Perhaps.
I'm for sure the only Eleftherios in the league now.
In the league, probably. In the world,
There was 3 at the
probably
same
as well.
time once.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 2 on my team.
Wow.
Who's the other one?
Terry Dimitrakis, Vipers.
Oh yes, that was like 2008, huh?
That was like
very-
2006.
6,
7
that's
maybe.
a long
That was
time.
10
It was
years.
6, 7, 8.
That
Then we
was
stopped.
10 years before I joined the league. Imagine that.
Fuck.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go on, Mo. Finish
On to
your thought.
relevant topics. Mo.
Yes, but like I think if they can play this type of defense in the playoffs, as ugly as they are on the football field scoring points, they might ugly their way through and get themselves to the final.
So Jean-Guy have always been the ugly team to go through.
They muck it up though.
They muck it up, but
They're
they're
a
good.
team that
Very
you don't
good
want to
team.
play.
They're exactly.
Like,
they're a team you don't want to play.
see them, they don't look talented, but like you can't score on them. So it's like in
They
the
just
end,
play like that dirty style football. You
the
know?
rusher keeps getting to the people.
Like
Like
they
Simon
grab-
Laporte.
Well,
is
Simon's
incredible.
he's one of the better rushers in this
He's
league
a-
for
he's
real.
a-
Like it doesn't matter if he's in Division E, but
Could
he's
it be a Julien Payement?
no, he's not as good as.
Well,
you.
if Peasy
No,
was
but
here,
he started at the bottom, well,
And now
Div
he's
5,
at
and
the
now he's
top.
in Div 1. You know what I mean? Kind of
he's
thing.
at the top.
Oh, okay, I know what you're
That's
saying.
what I meant.
Yeah,
Not the same
Well,
exact.
we might need a rusher next year. So.
Well,
Oh, look at
Peasy
that.
was here, he'd be having like a hard on Simon
Yeah.
Laporte, right? But could he single-handedly win the Div E title for Jean-Guy?
Not single handedly, no, because Division
No.
E you're always gonna have like a good
You're gonna
like
have
a
to score at
decent
least 12
quarterback
points.
play or yeah.
But here's my argument, right? Because
Unless he gets safeties like 10 times a game.
But
Yeah,
here's
yeah.
the argument though, is that okay, Div A, if he's rushing a quarterback gets sacked for 10 yards, they can make it up on one play,
Yeah.
right? Division
Yeah.
E, it might take him 2,
Yeah, it
maybe
does
3
take them
plays,
time,
right?
yeah.
So can he single-handedly flip the field and the advantage for Jean-Guy?
Well, yeah, he's that X factor on their team, you know? A guy that you don't really think would have much of an impact as a rusher, but sometimes the rusher is a very important position, and Simon Laporte just makes it look like that's what it takes to win.
Makes it look like a joke
Get to the
sometimes.
quarterback, and that's it.
But he's gonna be effectively on defense, but he doesn't really produce much on offense.
No,
so it's
that's
gonna
what I'm
be
saying.
up to the other guys on the team
Yeah.
to produce.
But they don't even need
But
points.
they always get short field then.
Yeah, if you can
They
like
could act on
if
it.
you give them
Good point.
16, 18 points, whatever
Very
it
good
is,
point.
they win. Like give them 3 touchdowns, they're going to win this football game.
Well, he's got 11 sacks in 9 games, so all he needs is 1 or 2 in the playoffs, and just to get a few stops, and they'll be fine dandy straight to the finals.
And Terry Town will be after with pen and paper. Hey, you want to play for my Division 4A team?
I'll just message him right now.
Is he on Facebook?
I feel like he has Facebook.
I don't think so.
No,
I think he does. Yeah, from one time he got called out on a game of the week, and he was tagged in it. I think
Oh
he does.
boy.
From
Oh,
the time I remember.
Hey, Stefano, your boys, Bozy boys.
My boys.
Yeah, they beat Bud Knights. 30-12.
Yeah, honestly, that game I was very surprised, but Matthew Kieljan, he let the Bozy boys get into his head, and he threw many picks. It was very hard to watch. He's usually very conservative with the ball, but this time he tried making plays. He tried forcing it to Cheyenne a lot. Tried forcing it to Josh Levine as well, and like people
Josh
just
Levine.
they realize he's a good player, great players, but the defense adjusts, and they're all young, athletic, young guys, and they're quick. So they could make it seem like they're far, but then after like 3 steps and they're already in the lane. Yeah, so like see, threw 4 interceptions. When you hear Matthew Kieljan throw 4 interceptions in the game, it's very rare. But and then with those interceptions, then Bozy boys just took advantage of whatever field was left, and they just took the game home.
Now here's a question for you.
Well, you played against George, man. George Jodas.
Yes,
Yes, of course, brother.
who got an OC
Yeah.
for flexing and celebrating a touchdown.
Oh, 10 catches, 79 yards.
Hey, he was the main guy.
I do it too.
He was the main guy. He
So-
was the main guy.
Cheyenne Stewart, if he were to be an animal, would it not be a water buffalo?
I don't see why you think a water buffalo would be Cheyenne
He
Stewart.
looks like a water buffalo. He's built like a buffalo, man. Look at him. He's a
But why
built-
water? Why not land?
Well, water buffalo. It sounds cooler.
Well, because a
Doesn't-
water buffalo is an actual animal.
I know, but like just a buffalo. That also
yeah,
makes
but,
sense.
but you know,
A water buffalo just
it's like
sounds
a
more
tough,
epic. I
Tough
guess.
buffalo there, man. You know.
Maybe he'll join the.
It's because they hang out near water.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Eagle, can you look that up first, please?
Science hour with Terry Tam right here.
Water
Science.
buffaloes, please, where they usually are. Where's the biggest water buffalo population in the world? I think it's in India, perhaps.
No, it's 100% not India.
What do you think, in Africa?
Nope.
I
wrong.
feel like where there's actual water.
Or Iowa?
Iowa.
No.
I'd say Kingston, Ontario. Man.
Kingston. There's no water
The
buffalo.
largest
Pacific
remaining
Northwest.
population of Asiatic wild water buffalo
Asiatic.
is in India.
Yeah! All right!
Mo Khan.
Told you. Bleep you, Terry.
It's because they don't
Yeah,
eat their
bleep you,
beef.
Terry.
They,
Oh, yeah,
they
it's true.
braid
They
it
don't
with-
need the beef.
They don't what?
They don't eat their beef.
Oh, fair enough.
Told you, Terry.
They just beat their meat.
Ah,
Exactly.
ha!
Beat it up well.
Look at that. Look at that transition.
All right, so Bozy Boys, I think they're impressive.
They are impressive, but
I
then
like them
again,
a
like
lot.
we've said over and over on this podcast, they are not a Division E team.
What's a Bozy?
I have no idea. Apparently,
It's high school
You know
thing.
what?
It's
I
high school
asked.
thing.
I asked George Zergotis why. the
Pronounce
Bozy
his name
Boys-
properly.
What is his? I'm not Greek guy. So how do you pronounce it?
I'm pronouncing it properly like an English
Because
person.
you're Greek.
So say it again, Terry.
Zergiotis.
What I
Zergiotis.
said Giotis, so I didn't put J. It's
Zergiotis.
the same thing, guy.
Whatever,
Anyway.
it's fine.
But yeah, I asked him, what is a Bozy boy? He's like, oh, it's just a name we had in high school. I'm like, why? What kind of name is that? Like,
Yeah,
where
it
would
was
it
a high
come
school
from?
thing. Yeah, inside joke.
Is it
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what they were telling us.
inside joke?
Yeah, that's what they
Bozy.
say. It was an inside joke, though.
Bozy.
There's too many inside jokes and names in FPF. Remember TCO?
Yeah.
You know what it is? I thought about this the other day.
Tiny coconut oil.
No. It wasn't the choking ones. It wasn't tiny coconut oil. It was team callouts. Worst name ever.
Team callouts.
Team callouts, man.
It's the worst name of all time.
Well, that's why the abbreviation works, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Like, you just say TCO, nobody needs to know what it actually stands for. But the fact that it's the callouts just makes them so much worse. It's awful.
Beady Bandits is still my favorite one.
Is
Yes.
it big dick or back door?
Backdoor.
Ah.
Backdoor. Mo, what are you doing over there?
Just booking our guests right now.
Booking our guest. Look at that.
Yeah, our guests right now. All right, so now looking ahead here for the playoffs, because of course PC is the one who is the Divi expert here for the playoffs, and Marc-Andre Deloney will have his article. But he tied. How the hell did he tie?
Well, not this week. Last week.
Bankers.
I know, but
Because he saw, the Canes are pure shit. Let me just go half-ass, and then there you go.
do you think
That's
he takes? Do you think he
all the time.
comes in with like an arrogant attitude?
All
Yes,
the time.
100%.
Why do
He
you think
is
so,
the
Terry?
most arrogant quarterback when he sees a team
Because
that is
he has
less
like
than
a
two
he
wins.
has like a very photographic memory, Mark.
He's got a
So-
Peyton Manning like memory.
Yeah.
he
So
does.
he always thinks like, okay, this play should work now. This play should work now. But he doesn't assess what's going on in front of him. He just throws the play as if it's happening in the huddle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He throws it in the huddle.
That is
and
some solid analysis.
He also thinks because he does have a photographic memory and he's amazing at like breaking down plays, but I feel like when he always plays to the potential of up to the level of the other team, always.
One thing I will say, a way to confuse him is if you keep changing defenses on every play.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, they're running cover 2. I'm going to run this play. And he doesn't actually read the coverage on the next one. He
Yeah.
just assumes you're doing the same thing.
Oh yeah. Most quarterbacks do
Did
that.
that work
So-
for you there, Eagle?
We killed him.
There's only a
Oh,
handful
okay.
of good quarterbacks in each division. Most quarterbacks do that.
So how long do you think it takes him to get over a loss? Like if he loses on a Sunday.
The next week.
Well, no. Then after he's still down on himself, but then he gets the win. If he gets the win, it's gone.
But
But if he
was-
just continues losing, it's,
He
Yeah.
was speaking of down, boy. He was.
yeah. They had a spell of 3 straight losses. He was like on the verge of like, I'm done with FPF kind of thing. You know,
Really?
like, all right, guy, chillax. It's
It's
a long season.
I thought of that a few times too.
So
It's a long
this-
season. And
Just
then
to
they won
ask
the
you,
last
Eagle, right?
3.
Because in the Conference A, they are number 9 ranked at 5-3-1 clinkers. So by your philosophy, that means they would not make the playoffs for the Premier League.
They will not be in the Premier League. Top 6.
But then they'll win the lower ones.
Yeah.
I
So
think.
like, if you were,
I feel like there should be something else because that's just like
would you be
then
pissed
teams
off?
would purposely like teams that know they're good. They'll just be like, okay, you know what? We need 3 wins,
Yeah,
and then we'll slap
if you're
everybody
that
in the
team
lower
that
side.
doesn't make the Premier League playoffs, like, would you be like, bleep, man? Why the hell am I playing? In
No,
the
because you're
No.
an E2 champion.
Because we're calling it the Premier League. It's not actually the
it's a
Premier
Div
League.
E co-champion.
The podcast is calling it Premier League.
We're calling it the Premier League.
Well,
now.
Mo Khan is calling
The
it
league
Premier
isn't
League.
calling it a Premier
Oh,
League.
Call
don't
it
worry.
Division
It's the
E
Premier League
co-champion.
of FBF right here, Division E.
Let's
You're
call
in E1 as opposed to E2.
Premier League.
Would you rather in Division 1 or Division 6?
Yeah, but if you are a team in the higher conference and
But you're not in a higher conference. You're just Conference A.
But then all you have to say
yeah,
is
but that's why it's separated by the fact that we're trying to minimize the disparity of the weaker teams being up in this conference.
well, it could happen last season with the Andel's team.
We'll have on Andel for
They
Division E.
They won.
They won, but
Yeah.
E2. Well, yeah, 6-2,
Hey, what
whatever.
were they called?
The lower
60.
side.
Yeah,
6D.
Okay.
I
so
did the play-by-play.
They
for
were
the game. I
brought
should know.
down because he wanted to win the championship, and he did. So now he has
Yeah,
a
but-
championship
So
to his name.
keep this in mind, right? So in Conference A, let's just talk about the three top teams that would be in E2 currently right now, right? So Mean Machine is the cutoff. So you're gonna end up with Los Siete Amigos, Green Means Go, and Clinkers as the three, let's say top three on this side. If you look at Conference B, you're looking at, again, draw it at 6, so Brewers currently, Mambo, Nemesis, and Blackouts. Those guys are actually ahead of Clinkers. So Clinkers are actually going to be 6th seed as it is today. Think about that. 6th seed.
Yeah, but in my opinion, they're the better of those teams. It's just that
Of
they
all
had
the other
that-
5? Of
of
Mambo,
those three that
Nemesis,
you'd named now.
Blackouts,
Yes, those three at the
Los Siete
bottom.
Amigos, and Green Means Go?
Los Santos Amigos is probably their toughest challenge, but like as I said, Mambo, Nemesis, and Blackouts, I think they are better than them.
Hey,
Green Means Gold, they're probably like even.
can you just go back to the
Yeah, go back to Conference A.
yeah for 2 seconds here? I just want to bring up a point. Let's say Los Siete Amigos, right? 6 wins, okay. Let's say 5 of those wins came against Bud Nice, Bozy Boys.
It doesn't
Exterminator.
matter.
But,
It doesn't.
but like I'm saying though, let's say 5 of those wins came against the teams above them.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But like they're gonna say, "What the hell? We beat those 5 teams."
But did it? But did it?
But did they? They did. 6
There's a
wins.
tie- but there's-
Someone plays
there's a
against the
tiebreaker
Buccaneers
for a
twice
reason.
a year. Someone plays against what used to be the Browns. Someone used to play what used to be the Rams. Someone used to play all the other shit teams in the NFL.
Someone
So you
plays
end
the
up with
Huffman twice.
You end
know?
up with a 10-6, 11-5 record and get killed in the first round. I
But-
mean, that's what happens.
But my
Yeah.
point is though, let's say you're Los Siete Amigos, but you beat 5 of the top 6 teams above you.
Then you shouldn't have lost to the teams below you.
But the quality wins though, right?
You shouldn't have lost to the team.
Yeah,
There's
but now that
an
doesn't make a
unquality
difference in
loss.
this new system. The new system, quality wins don't mean anything.
I know, but
It's just the overall wins. Doesn't matter who you beat. You could beat,
So
believe the hype twice. Nobody cares.
We can beat the septic tank of the division and make it as a 10-0 team.
Well, I mean, look.
Why do you think that way?
Well, let's just say, okay, look here, Los Siete Amigos 6-3. Let's say Green Means Go, same thing, 6-3, right?
Okay.
So let's say, as I said before, LSA beat the top 5 of the top 6 teams, and
Okay.
Green Means Go beats 5 of the bottom 6 teams.
They're both not in the top tier though.
But I'm saying, Mean Machine. Let's say Mean Machine and Los Siete
But they're
Amigos,
in
right?
because they have that tie, and
But-
I assume it's against practice squad.
But let's say disregard the tie. Let's say it's 6-3 for Mean Machine, right? And Mean Machine beat the bottom 6 of the division, and LSA beat the top 6 of the division.
But what does it matter? Your strength of schedule. There's no strength of schedule. They have the same divisional record, right? So right now they're both
Yes.
2-1 in their divisional record. You played the same.
For the
teams.
record, we do have strength of schedule, but I digress.
How do you have a strength of schedule? Divisional record?
I'm pretty good at this.
No, I know you can do this stuff because you
You're
compute.
like a mad
Because you
scientist.
compute. No, but we don't have it as a tiebreaker. Is what I mean. No, we don't. Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant.
What are the tiebreakers, anyways, for those that ask?
We have divisional record. It's not necessarily.
What
the
are the
same.
tiebreakers?
So where is it, and where does it fall in
Yeah.
our tiebreakers? 6. Okay, so
What's the first tiebreaker?
it's not relevant. Okay, strength of schedule,
Ah,
cumulative record. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So
Head
this
to
is your
head, yeah.
tiebreaker, right, Mo? So they both have 6 wins,
Yes.
regardless of who they played the same competition, right? Then it goes head to head. Did they play each other?
No, let's say they don't play.
They don't play each other. Cool. Divisional record. They're even,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Points allowed. That's where it's gonna differ.
Let's say it's the same points allowed.
Then it's points
Let's
differential.
say it's the same thing.
Then it's strength of schedule.
Let's say it's whatever.
Then you flip a coin.
It's really, right there.
Oh, who flips a coin?
Nice shot.
Who flips a coin in this situation?
Yeah.
Is
You want to flip it, Mo? You want to be the official coin flipper?
And who gets to choose heads or tails?
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
no home and away in
Exactly. Who do we get to do that? Like
They
is-
are assigned.
Is it best out of 7 coin flip?
Best out of 7.
Yeah.
this.
Like,
I think it should be a
Fucking
best
coin.
out of 15. Honestly,
okay,
yeah.
put a poll question, please. For
First
the
to 8.
tiebreaker, coin
First to
toss
8.
should be best out of
You,
7.
you realize the mathematical impossibility of it getting to a 7th tiebreak.
Oh, really? Let's do it right now then. Give me a coin, please. Let's go.
No, let's
Flip it
see
up.
if the points allowed are the same.
It's not.
Okay,
I
know.
guarantee you it get up to 6 games in the coin toss.
Okay, so all I'm saying is that if you've beaten the top 60, the top tier of your division, and you've lost to the bottom tier, you're exactly where you should be.
I don't know.
And if it's the other
Has
way
it ever
around,
gone to the seventh
if you've
one?
lost to the bottom and you've beaten, the other way around. If you've lost to the top and beaten the bottom, you're exactly where you should be, regardless of what you think. I can play Los Siete Amigos 6 times a year, beat them 6 times, but if we both come down to 4-6 at the end of the season, then it's my fault.
Man, this is I can't believe this became food for fodder, man. We killed about 6 minutes of doing like.
I know,
discussion.
it's good.
That's amazing.
It's good
Playoff
stuff.
analysis.
That's
It's
enough.
content. It's content.
Okay, so next week, Eagle, let's talk about.
We have a comment.
We have a comment there, Eagle.
we do from Marc-André Deslorniers.
Oh yes. Hold on.
You
No.
You
Wait.
forgot the tongue. There it is. Terry. No, he got it because he didn't open his mouth. That's it. That's my boy.
I don't get that reference.
Okay,
but
hold on.
okay. And his
Show him the
question
picture,
is,
please. Oh,
Send
no.
Send it to him.
Show him the picture first.
Send it to him how
Post it
Marc-Andre
up
ruined a very good picture.
Yeah.
Show it to him. And no, send it to him so you can put it on the screen. Mark
that's actually awesome.
ruining a beautiful picture.
I'm gonna send it to
So
Eagle.
he asks,
It's the most
why don't-
unathletic picture I've ever seen in my life.
He asks, why don't do?
What do you mean, Brent, Marc-Andre, and I are on the team? That's the.
He says, why,
Mo Khan, a running back. This guy's not taking any damage. This guy's the punter.
Punter, please kicker.
Punter, man.
Placeholder.
No,
So-
you're my placeholder.
Placeholder.
That is a solid offensive line for a flag football team. bro. Come on now.
Eagles speak. Eagles speak.
so Marc-André asks, why don't do 16 teams in E1? And the answer for that, because we did contemplate doing the reverse, it's because we want E1 to be a little bit more like exclusive, and also the likelihood that you're going to have 16 strong teams versus 12 strong teams. Like, you know, we always say E is always that weird one where we don't really know the strength.
Yeah.
So we said it would be much easier for us to figure out which teams are the strongest and put them in its own grouping to make that more competitive in a sense.
Hence the
That
Premier
makes
League.
a lot of sense.
All right, it's now time for.
Games of the week.
All right, open up that garage door afterwards, please.
Yeah,
Eagle,
seriously,
you're getting
yeah,
good
it's
at that.
very
Dying a little
warm.
bit.
What's that? What's going on? What was the longest? What was the tiebreaker that's gone to? Like the highest tiebreaker.
Oh yeah, it's never gone. to a
Usually
point
it stops at
points allowed.
points against.
Points allowed?
Yeah, points allowed.
Rob tends to secure himself on that. Here we go. Games of the week. Let's take a
All
handful,
right,
please.
games of the week. We're gonna do all of them.
Oh
all right,
God,
Wow.
please, this like
rapid
tomorrow.
fire.
All right, here we go.
Oh, perfect, because I have no knowledge.
That's okay.
Great.
You had the best like
Perfect.
analysis.
But I'm gonna break down every single game.
had
Terry,
the
you ever
best
gamble on a
analysis.
sport you don't know?
Yeah, 100%.
This
Hold
is
on.
the one.
That's the only time you win, guy.
Hold on, I have a question for Stefano.
Go for it.
So you said that we're like an O-line picture, right? Who's the left tackle, the guard, and the center?
Okay, so I'm gonna say Mark is the left tackle.
Yeah, that's what I think. it
Yeah,
is.
and I think Brent's the center.
Yeah.
And you're the guard.
I'm the
Yeah.
guard.
Yeah, that makes more
Yeah.
sense.
And I think I got Mo Khan running back and Rocking Pan at
Yeah.
quarterback.
Brent's like the Andre Girard.
Him running back.
Of course.
You realize he hasn't played flag.
Yeah, but you also realize that the
Since
last time he played flag, he was a
2011
25% passer.
2011 because he broke his finger.
Exactly.
And-
That's
but
why
no,
he can't throw
but
the
Stefano,
ball.
But Stefano, it wasn't even broken.
I know. He just like sprained it or something.
All right,
It wasn't
But
even
you're talking about a
sprained.
guy, his last quarterback game was 25% passing.
rapid fire here, boys.
last quarterback season.
Nemesis versus Thundercats.
What's
Boy,
going on?
this is a very good one. I'm gonna go Thundercats.
Who did you say?
Nemesis,
Nemesis.
Thundercats.
Nemesis.
The girl's calling me up actually from Saturday. Look at that, eh?
All right, good job, Mo.
Why don't you answer the question?
Nemesis.
Okay.
For those of you that don't know,
Raw Sauce versus Diablos. If Raw Sauce win, they can potentially make playoffs.
well, they are not going to win.
I'm
gonna
gonna
say
go
Diablos.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Diablos too.
Diablos.
Big fan. Big fan
Let's
of
go.
Diablos.
Let's rapid fire this guy. Let's go.
Mean Machine Fidrua.
Mean Machine.
Mean Machine.
Mean machine.
Practice Squad Canes.
Squad.
squad.
Practice squad.
I'm gonna say Canes with the upset, bro.
That's not much of an upset.
Yeah,
Believe the
they have
hype
no
Trojans.
wins and practice squad have one.
one, yeah.
Hype.
What'd you say?
Believe the hype Trojans.
I'm gonna go. I'm going Trojans.
Trojans.
Lionhearts, Bud Knights.
Lion Knights.
Lion Knights.
Bud Knights.
Bud Knights.
Lion Knights.
doesn't make
Lockdown,
sense.
Tough Lungs.
Lockdown.
Obvious answer. Tough lungs.
Tough lungs. Matthew Wagner.
Los Bandidos, Clinkers.
Okay, it's not the Los Bandidos I used to play for, and I like Mark, so Clinkers.
I say Los Bandidos.
Los Bandidos.
Honor Game, Pardon My Swag.
I'm gonna go PMS because they're cheating the
PMS.
system.
Yeah, part of my swag.
Threat Level Midnight, Green Means Go.
Thread Level Midnight, is that Pisa's team?
No,
No.
it is not.
Thrill Love Midnight's better though.
That
I'm
is
gonna go
Jonathan
Thread Level
Lemieux's
Midnight.
team. I mean, it's go. Green means go. Dave Allen.
All right, let's go. Come on.
Blackouts, Los Siete Amigos.
I'm gonna say
Los Sietes.
Seven
I'm gonna say
amigos.
Blackouts.
Los Siete.
I saw them play. I actually like them.
Replacement Summerbirds.
Summerbirds.
I have no idea what Summerbirds are, but I'm going
GM's
Summerbirds.
team.
Chocolate,
so Summerbirds.
Chocolate Barracudas, Trailer Park Boys.
Barracudas. I like them a lot.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go
Trailer Park Boys.
TPB baby.
Yeah.
Mambo, Bozy Boys.
Bozy boys,
Bozy
man.
boys.
I'm gonna go
my
mom.
boys.
I'm gonna go Georgia Joris, my boy. I'm going for you.
Brewers, Exterminators.
Brewers.
Only because I like Exterminator's name.
Exterminators.
And last game, Mountain Goats, Jean-Guy.
Jean-Guy.
I'm gonna have to go Jean Guy on this one.
Jean-Guy.
And Mountain Goats is not the same Mountain Goats that.
No.
Okay.
Match words, please. Terry's out.
I had a great time breaking down a division. I've probably seen 2 games of this year. It was fun. I appreciate it, and we figured out that Mokan is a punter.
Good night, Netherlands.
Netherlands. never understood what he does with that.
Next time, say goodnight, never, never land.
Love to.
Chasing
All
card.
right, we get done here.
He's outside.